on the beat. Number.
The book is about restructuring, and restructuring must not be in any one particular form. It's about coming together to talk and deciding, on what to work.
It is very important because the Igbos need to come together. They have to love themselves, trust themselves, get themselves together and organize themselves.
You and I know that the Igbo people are found in the southeastern part of Nigeria, and that Igbo people are known for their sense of industry, that Igbo people are known for being egalitarian in their nature, in their politics, and Igbo people are known for being democratic, in their structure. So to that extent, you cannot really say that we have an identity crisis.
Please let us be on our feet so we can sing the national anthem. And we're going to start after the count of 2.
Today we are here to launch a book to present to the public, a book titled The Politics of Biafra and the Future of Nigeria. To take a look at the past, but not to be held hostage by the past. To take a look at the future, but not to be enamored of a future that is yet to come.
People need to go to history. We need to interrogate history to find out the truth. Biafra did not just emerge. Biafra was caused by certain political structural differences in the country. If we do those things that we did in the past to contain those who wanted to secede from Nigeria, the question of Biafra will be minimized.
It's important for us not to forget our history. Some people think that history should be forgotten and that we should pretend that Biafra never happened.
If you consider what our parents went through in Biafra, what confronts us today is nothing but a cakewalk. It just requires courage. And that's why I did not shy away from touching on every subject that is important for our people. We have to be proud of who we are. We are Igbo. We must be proud of our Biafran heritage. No shying away from it. That's who we are. That's our history. But at the same time, we must move very surely, no timidity, to secure our rights in Nigeria.
I think it captures where Nigeria is today. It interrogated our past, it reviewed our present, and it made prognosis for our future. And I think that is what is important in Nigeria today, that we draw from our history, we draw from our past, the lessons of the past, and begin to align our future in such a way that our present, the seeds we sow today, can lead us to the future we envisage.
He's been able to narrate and document and go into the history and to write a very comprehensive, very important document for the future of this country.
I felt the need to contribute my quota in clarifying some of the issues, from the historical angles and making informed analysis, to help both the Igbo people and Nigerians understand the issues better, in the hope that we'll work towards achieving a stronger country.
For me, the question is to square the circle and ask, what is the relationship between office and power? That theoretically you can have office without power, and it is possible to have power without office. And I think for me, these are some of the issues that an extraordinarily endowed people like the Igbos should really be contesting.
It is obvious that the disadvantage is there, and the reasons are also quite really appalling. But however, what we are in now is to see how we can even take our own disadvantage and turn it into advantage. That's what I believe we should be moving forward with right now.
There's no gainsaying that the Igbo people are really disadvantaged, partly because of the wrong politics we have played, partly because of the war that we have fought, partly because of a few things that we have done right and we haven't done right, okay, and the configuration of Nigeria. But I am not one to dwell in crying about the fates of the Igbos, because I know that with a little effort and with concerted effort, we can easily walk out of our situation.
When Nigeria did not address the problem of Biafran refugees after the war, there was no empathy shown by Nigeria and Nigerians. I mean, not everybody. There were people and institutions that tried to help out. Now, that lack of empathy is what has led to what is going on in the Northeast today, where you have about 3.5 million refugees, and nobody seems to care, except those from that area. So this idea of when a problem occurs in a part of Nigeria, and everybody imagines that it is those people's problem, is the wrong way to go if you must build a strong and prosperous nation.
I'm sure every Nigerian wants to see a productive Nigeria, a Nigeria that is economically strong, a united, prosperous Nigeria. And I'm sure that all of us who wish that for Nigeria must know that there is a great gap between the promise of Nigeria and the performance of Nigeria. Bridging that gap is what we're here for today.
If the Southeast is a region and goes by the name of Biafra region of Nigeria, and if the Southwest wants to call themselves Oduduwa region of Nigeria, and if the South wants to call themselves Niger Delta region of Nigeria, and if the Northwest wants to call itself Songhai region of Nigeria, and the Northeast wants to call itself Kanem Borno region of Nigeria, and the North Central calls itself Nok region of Nigeria, then we can go ahead. Each of these regions will develop at its own pace, and our people will have the feeling that Biafra is still a name within the construct of the Nigerian geopolity.
We are going to properly unveil the book.
The summary of the review that I'm going to make is to simply say, read this book.
This is a must-read book because it not only challenges many of the mainstream orthodoxies, mainstream narratives about Nigeria, its history and the road ahead, but offers very refreshing perspectives on what actually holds Nigeria down and what must be done.
There's that nostalgic thing. Supposing we have our own country, supposing we have opportunity of doing our own stuff, supposing we have opportunity of managing ourselves, can we do better? Will we be better off?
When God creates a people to fulfill their destiny within a country, they will do so. And I believe we will do so.
Development goes with infrastructure, and it seems that our area had been forgotten since after the war by the federal authorities, and that is what I have just seen.
In terms of development, probably infrastructural development, you can say that Igbos are disadvantaged. But when it comes to education, I don't think we are.
Ndị Igbo anọrọ ọfụma na Naịjirịa bụ ife a na-ezo ezo. Ọnọdụ agha adịrọ mmanụ. Mana ife agha vutere. Ọ dị mkpa anụcha agha apịachie akwụkwọ agha. Chịkọta mmadụ niile ọnụ. Ka a hapụ ime ụfọdụ ndị mmadụ dịka ndị emerigoro emeri. Ife a na-eme ndị Igbo tata bụ a na-egosi na emerigo ndị Igbo emeri.
For you to say no victor, no vanquished, you have to concretize it.
Biafra is the creation of Nigeria, and any other group that is so treated may have the impulse of secession. You cannot stop people seeking for freedom wherever they live.
I see the Igbos as a very energetic and brilliant race.
The book is quite analytical, it's quite historical, and it has actually set a stage and a platform for discussion. And I think it's very pertinent and important that we begin to discuss what Biafra is all about.
For those of us who are interested in a new Nigeria, our focus should be to be our brother's keeper. But the problem remains that of leadership. And then, if marginalization did not stop the growth and advancement of Igbo businesses, the celebration of artists, Nollywood, one of the best writers in the world, Chimamanda Adichie, I would argue that marginalization cannot be an excuse for the kind of leadership we have in Igbo land.
Nnamdi Kanu, in my view, threw a bet and Nigeria took it. Today, he is the most popular political prisoner and will end up either as a hero or a martyr. But to his credit, he has forced Nigeria and the world to discuss Biafra. I believe that keeping him there does not do Nigeria any good. I believe this young man should be released and released like yesterday.
The debate must start. And I think our generation is probably the most well equipped to start this conversation. The place to start is here. And I think the time to start is now.
And finally, let me agree with Wole Soyinka that Biafra is an idea. And that is what this book talks about. You can't defeat it with guns or prison cells. The only way to defeat it is to offer a counter narrative.